Hi, my name is Misty. I'm with Creative Bits of Chaos. Sorry for the awkward positioning, but I've got my phone in the right place to show my workspace, so I'm going to leave it like this. It's okay, it's just for the first couple of minutes. I wanted to make a snowman wreath tonight. I was really excited about it. I just fell in love with the snowman wreath, and so I wanted to share it with everybody, and hopefully you'll be able to make it too for your front door. Let's get started. Okay. All right, so first I'm going to go over the supplies, which I'm going to list those underneath the video too, so you'll be able to find those also. And I'll put some links in there too. So all of the materials that I got are from craftoutlet.com. I love that place. They have such a wide selection. No, I'm not getting paid anything to do that, or to say that, but that's my go-to store. So I really like that place. You are going to need 2 packages. Deco poly mesh. Make sure you get the 10-inch width kind, because the 21-inch is a different sort of wreath, and this is the one we're making tonight is this type. So make sure you get the 10-inch. 2 packages. It takes about a package and a half for this wreath. Next, you are going to need a wire work form wreath, or wire work wreath form. My gosh, that's a tongue twister. This is 15-24, and it means 15 in the center, 24 inches around the outside of the wreath form. It comes with the tinsel already attached, which makes it really nice. I love working with these. Plus, if you look on the side, it has an elevation, so it makes your wreath pop. Really like this form. Next, you're going to need some ribbon, and the ribbon actually comes like this. So if we would turn to my right, you would see several ribbon packages because I love to make one-of-a-kind wreaths, which is probably not very financially a good idea, but I really like one of a kind. But this one I'm going to make a couple of them because, and I've already made one in a different color, but I just absolutely love this wreath. It's so cute, but I'm obsessed with material too. Anyways, the wreath comes like this in spools. I only get 10 yards of wreath because, or 10 yards of ribbon. I don't like to have the 50 yards unless I know I'm going to be making several wreaths out of it. But anyways, comes like that, each different color. And then I have all my ribbon pre-cut, dovetailed, and I'll go over that too later. And I have them in 12-inch length, is how I cut them, 12-inch length strips. And then craftoutlet.com too. This little hat's made out of foam, and we're gonna put this on our frosty wreath too. And then, now I guess I lied, not everything was craftoutlet.com. This is Etsy, is where I get this one. This is a little Frosty the Snowman, and you can see he's got emerald green eyes, just beautiful. He's gonna match with all of our material. And I got him off of Personalize It by Pam on Etsy.com. She has a really huge selection of signs, so if you want to check those out, they're aluminum. I poke my own holes in this. The circular ones don't come with holes, but the square ones that she does, you can have that option to do the holes. So I actually poke the holes in them myself. And I'll go over that later too. So those are your materials. Now for your tools, you're going to need how I cut my deco mesh, which I cut it in strips, and I cut it at 30 inches. So 15, pull it down, 15 again, and then I cut. I use a rotary blade. This gets dull pretty quick, so I have to change my blades pretty often, which is really simple. It just screws off. You can get this at Walmart, any type of like little department store that has a craft section. It's a very cheap thing. I think it's like $10 to $12, but that's how I cut my mesh. I was cutting my ribbon with the rotary cutter, but because it's wired ribbon, it's dulling it so much. So I've been cutting it with scissors, just nice sharp scissors, measuring it out at 12, cutting it and dovetailing it. You are going to need wire cutters. These I got at Walmart too, in the craft section. I'll just show them real quick like that. They're just cute little wire cutters. You are going to need this for your floral wire. This is how I attach my sign. The floral wire comes 26 gauge. I got this at, actually, yes I did. I got this at Walmart too. And that is everything. So let's get started. So what I do first with this work form is I go ahead and put all of my tinsel facing up, because if you don't, once you get started, the tinsel can kind of get lost in the mesh. So I go ahead and just put it up and get it ready to work with. So, all right, there we go. It's all standing up and ready. So we're going to start with our emerald green mesh first, and we are going to make just a little ruffle, and we're going to attach it to each one of these. Now there are 18 pieces of tinsel, so I have pre-cut 18 pieces of mesh, each in 30 inches. So we are going to take it. This is how I like to ruffle mine. I lay them with the curl side up. I feel like it works better. So this is what I do. I take this first end and roll it kind of tight right there. I just like those edges because it's mesh and it has some frays in here, which I'm going to cut off right now. But it gets frays. And I don't like that to be showing, even though, well, the other side I kind of try to roll down too, but I just like it to be tucked in there. So I take, here, let's set that right there. So I've got it curled right here on the edge, and then I start scrunching it forward with my fingers and pressing down on the table, because I want to try to ruffle this up as nice as I can. And seeing this edge right here, then I kind of tuck that down too. So I've got my little ruffle right here, and we are going to put this in one of the tinsels. I do 3 turns. You can do as many turns as you'd like to do, but when I say turns, I do 3 twists like this with the tinsel. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I do that, but I really like it to be just 3. I think probably why I like to do that, because when we get to this point and I have to put my ribbons in there too, I want to be able to have enough of this open so I can get my ribbons in there. So, okay, so that is what we are going to continue to do all the way around for 18 times. So, again, curl this little end here and start scrunching. Okay, there we go. I turn it over to the opposite side, put it in. We're going to hook this one up, twist it 3 times. I don't know why my voice got kind of shaky right there. 2, 3, weird. Okay, this, when you're putting the mesh together, I always pull that other one up, fluff it as I go, because it's really hard to fluff it once you got it already on there. So it's better to fluff it as you're going around. Make sure that you've got the tinsel sticking out really nice there so you can see it when you come back for the ribbons. It's nice, I'll just talk about the rotary blade, because you really need the rotary to cut this mesh. I wouldn't suggest cutting it with scissors because it just really sheds and frays, I guess is what you would call it. But you need to have a blade handy. So when you buy a rotary cutter, I would definitely buy an extra blade. I was asking my husband the other day if he could just sharpen mine for me, please. And he said he didn't really understand how to, or didn't know a way to sharpen it. So they're not that expensive. The blades aren't. Gosh, I think they were maybe $5 to $7 in Walmart. And I think they had 2 blades in a package. And I get the Fiskar ones. But I'll tell you, I just went a couple days ago, so today's Saturday when I'm making this video, but I just went a couple days ago and they were completely out of fresh blades, or not fresh, well duh, they're gonna be fresh, but they were completely out of extra blades. And I think probably because we're in the midst of the holiday season right now, and there's probably tons of people using them to do their own craft projects, so it's probably why. Walmart, you need to get your supply though, because we need it. So, yeah, so anyways, definitely have an extra blade on hand, because it really stinks to not be able to cut this stuff in one quick swoop when you're doing it. And these wreaths really aren't hard when you're making them. It's really about your color choices. I think that's what it comes down to. Well, and being pretty consistent. Oh, another little fray. I know you probably can't see that, but I can't stand those when they happen. And they're going to happen because it's deco mesh. They're just going to fray. It's metallic, this color is. I think the metallic ones seem to fray a little bit more. But anyways, back to making these wreaths. I don't think the skill level is that tremendous. You know, you can figure it out after you've watched the videos and do it a couple times. You're gonna make mistakes, and it's okay. I'm sure I'll make mistakes in this video, but just kind of playing around with it and seeing what works for you and what doesn't. And you might not like the deco mesh put in 30 inches. You might like it better at 25. You know, whatever works for you, however you want the wreath to look. This is a really full looking wreath, I will tell you that. But I think the biggest deal is your color choices with the wreath, because you want, in my opinion, you know, of course there is no rules to what you have to do. In my opinion, you need different colors, different shapes involved in the wreath, just kind of giving it some dimension. And I like to, like how I have over here, I've got snowflakes, polka dots, glitter, plain white. I just like to have that level of variety in the wreath and bring it all together. And also I really, really like to have a sign in my wreath. And you don't have to have a sign, but I like the signs. I hope they don't become unpopular, because I really do like the signs in the wreath. And I like to match my colors to that sign. The sign is very important. It kind of makes or breaks your wreath. So, and this one, just to stop for a second, it has these beautiful, beautiful green eyes. Oh, they're just beautiful, so dreamy. He's so dreamy. But anyways, I wanted to make this wreath to match him and to really make those eyes pop. So I think that, to me, what I spend hours on, and literally I spend hours on it, is when I get into Craft Outlet and they have so many choices. I am just sitting there for hours trying to come up with different color variations that will look pretty. So I think that is the hardest part, I think, for me. It's just coming up with things that people are going to hopefully like, because, you know, I'm sure my opinion is not the sole opinion on decorating, but I really, really love beautiful materials. I actually didn't realize I liked beautiful materials, but now that I've got into this wreath making, I am like obsessed with ribbon and meshes. It's so beautiful to look at. And just to give you some background on this wreath, how I came to design this wreath, is because I had a customer that wanted a custom wreath for her business, and she had certain colors that she wanted to use. She wanted it to be a snowman theme, and I didn't know what I was going to do. Spent some hours on Craft Outlet, and seen those signs on Etsy, because I usually have Personalize It by Pam. I usually have her signs up on one window and Craft Outlet on another window when I'm trying to design. And I seen that face and I thought, I am going to make a snowman. That is freaking adorable. So, and I could use the colors that she wanted to. So, I can't wait for her to pick up that wreath. Really excited about it. But then, now since I've made that one, I just would like to make it in some different colors here. So, and they sell the wreath with the royal blue eyes, and but that was what I used on her, so I thought I'd use some different colors, and that's why I chose the emerald green eyes, which are just, like I said, dreamy. So kind of getting the hang of it now. We're just, what on 1, 2, 3. Silly, can't count and talk at the same time. So kind of getting the hang of it now. You are really just ruffling each one of these, and I'll hold it up to the camera here in just a minute, and putting them in each one of these tinsels. And this is so important. I am here again. This is so important. Make sure you take inspection of the wreath, because I cannot believe I was making a wreath a couple of weeks ago and I totally left out 2 tinsels. I probably was talking on the phone or watching a murder mystery, because that's usually what I do. I shut myself up in this wreath room and I turn on YouTube and watch scary murder mysteries, or sometimes I'll watch comedy shows, or my sister will call, but most of the time it's murder mysteries. My daytime job, I talk on the phone all day long. I'm a nurse, and I talk on the phone all day long to people, and wonderful people all across the United States. But I kind of like to have that decompressing feeling of just kind of going into my thoughts, and crafting has really, I think that's why I've just really fallen in love with it, because you have all of this time to yourself to kind of process your thoughts for the day, and then you get to create such beautiful decorations for Christmas and share them, and I don't know, just a fun thing. I was just, I came back to this area. I didn't really like how that ruffle is sticking up. So we've got the first layer here. I'm going to show you this. You can see how it just holds that ruffle that we're doing. We've got all of them. I've inspected all of it all the way around. So, and actually the outer area has 10 tinsels, so we've used 10 ruffles. So we have 8 more to go. 8 is in the center. So we will go ahead and start on that. So, perfect time to go over it again one more time with this step. Well, we could do it more than one time. It doesn't have to be once. Okay, kind of stay there. Okay, there you go. Okay, so going to just roll that down a little bit right there on the, doing the ruffle right there. And then I'm going to gather, and I kind of press down on the table as I'm gathering, because I want it to all be gathered, and you don't want to have these big gaps of material that didn't really get gathered up in your hand. Okay, there we go. Got the next ruffle. We are going to put this in the tinsel. Now, when you get to the top wreath, 3, I had to say 3 again. I think that's a little obsessive compulsive. Okay, so when I'm up at the top one, I'm kind of pulling all the other ruffles out of the way, because this is where it gets a little tricky, where you really need to pay attention that you're, in my opinion, you really need to pay attention how you're placing that ruffle, because you don't want it to get stuck under the other ones and then be hidden. So, okay, we are going to go on the next one. Roll and roll. I can hear my son downstairs. Sounds like he's upset about something. He was wanting to be in some type of competition on a video game today, but my husband wasn't really sure if that was a great idea. because you had to give a password. You had to do a password to get in there. We were trying to explain to them why it's not, we don't want to give out passwords and stuff. Okay, so after I rolled this way, you know, I rolled it with the curve up. I just wanted to say this again. I'm going to place it down. This is how I like it. Now, you know, if you like the ruffle to go up, you know, go for it. This is going to be your wreath, how you design it. I like the ruffle down like this. I have no idea why. That's just how I like it. There's no rhyme or reason for it. And that's the greatest things with crafts is you can do whatever you want. You can take my idea, you can make it into something else. Totally up to you. Again, when we come around here to put that ruffle in, you want to just make sure that everything is kind of pulled out around it. Okay. All right. What happens with some of these deco mesh rolls is that when you're cutting it, the outside of the roll is not as tightly wound, so it doesn't have this like curve stuck in it. I don't know if I'm making sense on that, but as you get to the center of the roll that you were cutting, it's really tight, so it rolls up more. So I can tell I'm getting towards the edge of that roll because it's not as tight as it was. Oh my gosh, this material is so cute. I just love it. So adorable. Now I had all my supplies pre-cut for this video, and you know, you really should do that because it makes it a lot easier. I don't do that every time. Now I thought that you wouldn't want to see me cutting up material, so I didn't do it this time, I had it pre-cut for you guys, but who wants to sit there and watch me cut up stuff? But anyways, I don't know what it is, but I like to, oops, I'm gonna let this one go. When I was talking, which I can talk and work, I promise, but when I was talking, I let go of some of the ruffle and it looked really uneven on one of my sides, so it's okay, we'll just do this again. We will go ahead and gather it up. All right, there we go. I will tell you, I don't know if you've noticed that it sticks to things. So like when I'm putting it over here, it's sticking to the other deco mesh. That is an aggravating thing because it sticks and then it will unravel right there. 1, 2, 3, my 3 twist. I tell you, that obsessiveness gets on my own nerves. I don't know what that is about. Okay. So pretty. I love it already. I absolutely love this metallic color. And I love the deep colors. Hold on, I see a little fray guy. Okay, got him out. And when you're done making this wreath, you have tons and tons of like loose little frays that you'll have to sweep up. I swept before I started taping because I thought, I've got a lot of little frays sticking out here. So, but you know, you just have to make sure you clean up after yourself because if you don't, it turns into a crazy disaster. Okay, and I hear my husband coming up the stairs now. He works extremely early in the morning and he probably is going to bed, and it's really not that late, but his schedule is just a lot different than ours. So I can't blame him. I would not be able to, oh, that one just kind of loose. I would not be able to stay up very late. And I don't know if I said this already, it's a Saturday. So tomorrow is Sunday the 24th. It's actually my middle son's birthday. It's Sunday the 24th of November, tomorrow is, and we are having our Thanksgiving dinner. I fix our Thanksgiving dinner because I have 2 older sons. Both my older sons, the one that's birthday is tomorrow, and then his older brother, they're married, and so Thanksgiving, the actual, you know, recognized holiday, is just really hard for us all to get together, and I want them to be able to enjoy their wives' families and not come to my house full. So I have decided that we just do Thanksgiving on Thursday or Sunday, this Sunday before, and this year it just happens to fall on his birthday. But what we did is we celebrated his birthday last Friday. He's actually at college, him and his wife, but they're coming down tonight to spend the night to kind of help with dinner, and plus they've got a couple of dishes that they wanted to make. My oldest son he won't be able to come tomorrow because he has to work, but his wife and kids are coming, and they just had a little baby back in July, and so made me a grandma for the 3rd time, which is just really awesome. It's really kind of cool to be a grandma. You get to see these beautiful babies, but you don't have to worry about putting them to bed in the morning or putting them to bed at night, and you don't have to be the bad person. I can just be the fun person. Okay, one more left right here, and we will have this is not rolling really good on that edge. There it goes. We will have the first part of this done, which in my opinion, this is the easiest part. This part is, but it might not be the easiest part for everyone. You know, there might be parts that I find hard that other people might find really easy. Again, individual stuff. 1, 2, 3. That's like really crazy. But I keep saying 3 out loud, but I have to say it. Okay, so we have got the mesh in place. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. That is just really full. Look at that on the side view. Humongous. Very pretty wreath. So we are going to start on the ribbon. I like to start on the bottom layer first, and I have no idea why. I just like to do the bottom layer, I think because you're building up like that. That's how it works for me. I'm going to take this cut ribbon here. Now, this ribbon I cut in 12-inch lengths. I use my scissors. I was using my rotary cutter, but I only buy wired ribbon because you can form it. Excuse me, I just had pizza before we did this video, and for some reason I feel like I'm going to burp or something. Anyways, I cut mine in 12 inches. I dovetail it on the end, and I needed one more black one, but I wanted to do that with you guys just so you can see. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, I know what dovetail means. Well, I didn't know what dovetail meant when I first started making these, so just thought it would be helpful. Anyways, I measure it to the 12-inch, keep my thumb right there, cut it. I buy ribbon that is, and I might have already said this, but my ribbon I buy at least 10 yards. I usually don't buy more than that because I don't want to have tons of ribbon that I might not use again. I don't know if I think I have all of these dovetailed. Let me look. Okay, I fold this in half. I don't know why I kept messing up when I did this, but fold this in half. I got the wire on the outside. So on the outside of the wire, that's going to be the tip of your dovetail, cut down right there into the middle, and it's a perfect little dovetail right there. I do 2 pieces at a time, usually, but I only needed to do 1 on this one because that's all I needed. So I do 2 pieces at a time, and I just do it until I have them done. So this one, how I counted it, so 18 total tinsel areas. Each one of those tinsel areas is where I'm going to put ribbon. This is how I decided it. Again, decide however you want to, whatever type of combinations that you want to. For the black and white snowflake, I do 2 of these is what I'm going to do, so it will be like that, a little crisscross. And then I am going to alternate it with green polka dot, green glitter, and white canvas. So that's how I'm going to do it. And we're going to alternate it all the way around. Okay, here we go. Very simple. Take my wreath. I fold it like this, and you don't have to, but I fold it like this and then can do that. Do you see how that works? And it kind of just helps shape it as you're going along. What I do in the middle, I fold it like this. So like this, gather it, fold it, and so both sides are down. Okay, and then we are going to put this in the tinsel. Again, I'm going to wrap it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now because I'm done here, this is going to be my last attachment of these ribbons. I like to, I don't know what it's called, but this is what I like to do. So this tinsel, see how it's just sticking out like antennas? I like to kind of butterfly it. So I put the tinsel down like this, and it's just an extra little decoration right there in the middle. Now I've seen some people put like little ornaments right there. You could attach ornaments in the middle if you wanted to, whatever you want to do. Really up to you. Garnish your wreath however you want to. Make it beautiful. Make it really represent what you are, who you are as a crafter. Okay, do you see that? I kind of just crisscross them out. I really shape them as I go, and you'll have to shape them again. They're wired ribbon. They can shape as many times as you'd like. Okay, so we are going to alternate. It doesn't matter how you do this. Okay, I'm going to do the green and white polka dot, then I'm going to do the white canvas, and then the green glitter. I try to fold it in the same way. And then we're going to put it in the next one, and we are going to alternate all the way around this wreath. 1, 2, 3, and do my little butterfly. Okay, so however you want to make the 3 work, you can do it however you want to. I was doing kind of like this for a while. I was doing like this thing where I'd pull the ribbon and do parallel, like diagonal, the same color, but now I've just been kind of putting it like that. I don't know why, like making green, 1 line. I just kind of like that look, but again, it is your wreath. Do whatever you want to with it. So, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so I'll go back to that. 2, 3. I seriously gotta stop counting. We are going to have Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. My mom is making the noodles, which I am excited about. I absolutely love noodles for Thanksgiving. It's like, in my opinion, the best thing. And love green bean casserole. And I know not everybody loves green bean casserole, but I love it. My husband loves the sweet potato stuff where it has like the brown sugar on the top. I'm going to make it a little different tomorrow, so I hope he does not get upset with that. I am going to put some pecans on it. I just seen this recipe, and it was on, I think her name is Natasha's Kitchen. Oh my gosh, I love her recipes. Last year we made baklava with her recipes. Absolutely wonderful. It was so good. I don't like making baklava though because of the, I don't know how you pronounce it, phyllo, I think it's phyllo dough. You have to keep it moist or it just cracks everywhere, and you want it in long sheets to put it on. But that was the hardest thing. But I like experimenting with recipes. Cooking and crafting are both very creative activities in my opinion, and so they're both really fun to work with. I went through this one summer. I was like obsessed with making bread. Anytime I see these little phrases, I try to, oh darn it, that one just came right out. But anyways, I don't know, I think it was 2 years ago. I was obsessed with making bread. I just wanted to be able to make the perfect loaf of bread. And then as soon as I was able to conquer what I felt was, I know it was probably nowhere near a perfect loaf of bread, but when I felt like I had reached it, then I was done making my bread. And I actually haven't made bread since, but I was obsessed with it. I just wanted to learn how to make it. And then I think it was that same summer, I was making pies too. My nursing job, I was with the same company, but I work different types of hours, or like weekends, evenings, and holidays. And so I had a lot of time during the day. And that summer, I did field trips with my youngest boy. And one of the days we made pies at my mom's house with my sister's son. And it was a really fun time. What kind of pie did I make? I think I made cherry pie. And the boys helped make the crust, and I think it was good for them to be able to learn how to do things like that. Actually, my youngest son is, and he's in home ec. He actually just finished it, but he really liked that class. It was like his favorite class, and I was telling him, you know, you could be a chef. That's a job too. His eyes kind of lit up with that, so that was kind of cool to see that he really enjoyed that. I let him join the group too. It's like a club where they get to go for meetings, but every meeting except the last one that they just had, we missed them because it was either the night before he told me or the day of. And I did, in case he watches this video, I did forget one of the meetings. The last meeting that he had, I think it was this past Friday or this past Thursday, I don't know. But he told me at 7:07 in the morning. I take him to school every morning, and so it was at 7:15. We're like running around the house that morning trying to get there. We made it at like, I don't know, I think it was 7:20. He was a little bit late, but he made it to the last meeting. Crazy. It's crazy being a mom. But I wouldn't trade it for the world because it's like the best job in the world. You have these crazy days, but it just does not last that long. I'm not going to get sentimental in this video, but really, mamas, love your babies because they'll be grown up and then they have their own families. And you can still enjoy them when they're grown ups and you got grandchildren to enjoy. But this little time of being a crazy mom is so fun, and it just doesn't last that long. So, love it. I didn't count out loud on that one for some reason, and I can't remember if I twisted it 3 times, but I'm going to let it go. So, oh my gosh, I was going to mention that I got a Cricut. Actually, I didn't get it. My husband got it for me for Christmas. And yes, I know it's November 23rd today. But he usually, every year, he gets Christmas gifts. And he cannot stand to not give them to people. He absolutely loves to give gifts. 2, 3, and this year, I was like, well, I guess you can give me my gift early. I guess I can take it. I wanted that Cricut. It's a Cricut Maker. Totally harder than what I thought. So kudos for all you Cricut people because I'm like amazed at what you can do. Absolutely amazing. But I'm going to learn it too. You know, it's going to be a learning curve. Like my mom said, you're just going to have to not expect it to come right now. So I've been watching videos. There's this woman, her name is Jennifer Maker. Really like her videos. She is like very, 1, 2, 3, very explanatory. I don't know if that's a word either. But I love, let's see, how do we want to do this one? Sorry. She has, like, her videos are right in it. Like, she does computer screenshots, just very, and I know there's other channels out there too. That's just one that I like. I think it's very, very good and explains what I needed it to. Worked for me. So, and she shows you how to download and upload files to your Cricut, which is a little harder than what I even imagined. I had no idea. I don't know what I thought before I got it. It's kind of about like with everything. Do we really even understand anything until you actually, you know, get your hands in it and and watch it. Okay, sometimes I have to remember where I'm at with the wreath. Okay, we are getting close, y'all. We are almost there. So excited. This snowman face is adorable. My gosh, he's so cute. Okay, so I put the polka dots like that. I have to remember how I do it because I want to do it uniform all the way around. There we go. Kind of bend those ribbons. Ooh, I'm getting hot in here. I usually don't get hot, but you know what? I have a lamp right there beside me, so we had some bright light. I bet you it's letting off some heat. Yeah, we're coming right here to the end. We are doing this wreath. Okay. What else was I going to say? Oh my gosh, I have taken every Friday off in November. I've taken PTO time, which is, what does it mean? Paid time off. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember it. Anyways, I have taken every Friday off because my youngest son's birthday is November 7th, and so we had his birthday on November 8th. I told you my middle son's birthday is November 24th, and we had his birthday on November 15th. And then we have this Thanksgiving tomorrow, which is November 24th, so I took off the 22nd because there's so many things to prepare. I needed to go to the grocery store, just so much stuff to do. And then this next Friday will be Thanksgiving, so I'll be off. So I have every Friday off in November. Yay for me. I love PTO. PTO is, I think, my favorite benefit of being an employee of a corporation. It is a very nice benefit that is extremely important to people. So I hope that all companies understand that, because it is important for you to get off work and have time with your family and just have time to do things. 2, 3. Oh my goodness, guys, we are almost there. Oh my God, I can't wait. And you just kind of alternate these two up here. It's really, really, you know, however you want to do it. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to fluff as much as I normally do, but I have a door over here. Well, I look right there. I have a door over here on my left. It's my fluffing door, and I will hang it up there as how it's going to hang on the person's door. And I swear I will be over there for an hour just fluffing the wreath before I take a picture, because I want the ribbons to be exactly in the perfect place. And you know, you have to imagine it on someone's door. You just want it to be really pretty. It's something that you made, and you don't have to make these to sell. You can make these just for your own home. But still, I think because it kind of just represents a piece of you, I want it to look so pretty. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna stand up. And I accidentally cut one too many of those. All right. So, wow, this is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So, so pretty. All right, we're going to put this little guy on here now. And what we're going to do, so I will tell you, I have not figured out a way. I have tried to drill this sign to put holes in it. I am sure that there is a better way, and you can comment down below if you have a better way to do this. But what I have done, I don't know if you can see, I take my hole puncher, which is down here, a regular hole puncher that I got from Walmart, and I work it and work it and work it until it finally punches a hole in it. And guess what? It does. It punches a hole in it. Now my hand is quite sore afterwards from doing that, but it works. So I get these wires pretty long to begin with because I always want to have enough room. It's better to be too long than too short. You know, you can't make the wire grow, but I can certainly cut it down. So, and I kind of measure these the same length. All right, trim that off. And this is just floral wire. It is, let's see, it's green, 26 gauge. So that is what it is. So I take this floral wire, I bent it in half. I was just using it as one, I guess, piece, but I decided to bend it in half because I just don't know. I'm afraid that it's going to break, and it might not, but I just like it to be extra tough. So you put it through this little hole, and make sure that it's even. And then you are going to twist it. I like it twisted right there at the edge. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do the other one. Okay, let's do this other one, twist it. Okay, so we got that folded in half, and we are going to put this other one in here. Again, this sign, and I'll put everything below in the video, but this sign is from Personalize It by Pam on Etsy. Love, love, love her signs. It's aluminum, but she has such cute, cute designs, and lots of them. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's see here. I want, and the reason why I'm looking at this funny, because I want the 3 black ribbons, just because that's a lot of different color right there. I want my 3 black ribbons for me just to be on the side. So 1, 2, 3, and then my hat's gonna go over and cover up that. Okay, so let's do this. What I do is I point these 2 wires down in this hole. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's so cute. Okay, then we are going to turn it upside down. This is why we're gonna do some, oh my gosh, Misty. Okay, hold on, do this again. It's okay. It's all right, we can always do it again. All right, so like that, hold them down, turn it over. I don't know why that was so hard, never had that much trouble before. Probably because I'm taping. All right, so then we're going to, I'll move this out. We are gonna take this green floral wire. Now, there's a bracket in each one of these wire work wreath forms every couple of inches. So I'm going to wrap it around the bracket so that way it has an anchor and it doesn't slide. I'll show you, I'll pick it up as soon as I get it wrapped. And I'm going to pull them quite tight because first of all, I don't want those holes sticking out so much. And then also, because it kind of looks nice with the happy face, the Santa, oh my gosh. It kind of looks nice with the snowman face, just kind of inset in there. So that's what we will do. We're gonna pull them kind of tight, and we can, I don't wrap to where I can't get it undone. Right now I'm just kind of doing, I am doing the tight wrap, but I don't know what you would say. I'm wrapping it so I can unwrap it later if I need to. Does that make sense? Because that, I'm not sure. It made sense in my head, but I don't know if it made sense when I put it out. Okay, that's kind of tight. Okay, let me see how he looks right there. Oh my gosh, he's so cute, but I want him in just a little bit more. So I kind of pushed him down a little bit more, and then I'm gonna tighten this up. And I should be good to go. So I have to unwrap them. That's why I didn't do too many wraps, because I wanted to be able to unwrap them if I needed to. Okay. What in the world? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna tighten him up. I promise I'll show you these things, these ties. Okay. I'm going to trim it down a little bit because there's so much excess wire. And then I will wrap it around this bracket. do the other side. All right. I think if I had a table that was a little higher, it might not be so hard on my back to stand up, because I'll tell you, standing up is, I just want to make sure that's even there. Standing up is a bear when you're bending over. Okay, twisting this pretty good. I'm going to cut off this excess. Okay. Got that cut off. We are going to wrap this wire around this bracket, and I'm going to show you. You can't even hardly tell it's even here. So, and I try to wrap the pointy wires away. You would never want somebody to get those. Okay, so where did it go? Hold on. Okay, there it is. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can get it. Do you see right there? So that's the bracket that I'm talking about. So I wrap it right there so I make sure that it's pretty sturdy. So see, we're going to have to fluff again, because you kind of flattened them when you laid it there. Oh my God, it's so cute. It's so cute. Just adorable. I'm gonna tuck that in there. I don't like that piece sticking out. Okay. All right, so now it is time for the hat. And I will tell you, this hat is a little booger. He is hard to get on. And, okay. Oh, I think that's adorable. You don't want too much of that mesh sticking out though, because you don't want to hide his cute little face. It's so cute. I love those eyes. If I could get my eyelashes to look like that, I would be the talk of the town. Just teasing. Okay, so here, I'm going to sit down, my back's hurting. Okay, this is the foam hat. Adorable, adorable, adorable. We will figure out how to open this. And we are going to use wire on this too. And when I made this wreath the last time, I was like, how am I going to get this thing on here to work? And what I ended up doing, oh, I forgot about that. The plastic price tag thing kind of woven inside that foam. I'm not really sure. Well, I'm not really sure how you get that out. Anyway, so I want the hat to be like that. See why I wanted the 3 black? And the reason why, personally, why I want the 3 black ribbons to stick out, because those are the, so the wreath is mainly green. So I want this black ribbon to really stick out. So, oh my gosh, it's so adorable. I can't get over it. So anyways, I shouldn't have worried about fluffing, because we're gonna have to turn them over again to put this hat on. That was kind of crazy, wasn't it? So I am going to attach some wire right here, and then I know from the last time I have to attach wire right here. And because you don't want this hat to be like, oh, flipping everywhere. All right, so let's attach the wire. And you're gonna need long pieces again, because in case you, in case you need extra, you're gonna have it there. So I'm gonna do 3, because you don't want to not have enough. We can't grow more wire. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, measure this out to be about the same length. You know what? It doesn't really matter that it's the same length. I just want to get the same length. I have used this wire since fall, and I have not ran out. Wonder how much wire is in this thing. Wonder if it's limitless. Okay, this is the tricky part. I hope this doesn't take me too long. So we are going to, so what I did is I'm just sticking it through there, and I'll show you here in just a second. There we go. Kind of almost sewing it. So you want to be really gentle with this, because there we go. Do you see how I did? Put it in right there on the side and put it in the back. You want to be really gentle with this, because I don't want it to rip my foam. But the way I see it, I don't see any other better option. So put this, and you want enough material so you're not just taking a little tiny piece of foam, because you kind of have to thread it through there to come back up at the top. Okay, again, I like to twist it right here close to that object because you don't want these two floppy pieces. And then we are going to do a piece here at top so we can really connect it well. Well, that one. So I put my wire in there, and I think it was just going, you kind of have to curve it going up because it was kind of just kept going and didn't come out. You know, where is it going to come out? Come on, there we go. Okay, there for a minute I thought, are we not going to come out? Okay, kind of measure that to be the same length and twist, twist, twist. All right, got that. All right, so we got this hat, and we are literally almost done. And I don't know what the time frame is on this so far. It looks like 55 minutes, almost 56, which is pretty good. But, you know, like I was saying before, I cut everything beforehand. So usually, yeah, I don't know what to even say, how long it would take me to cut. Maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes. So, okay, so I would like this to be on the side. There's like a little curve there, so it kind of looks like it's sitting on his head. So this is the tricky part, I thought. We are going to push this down. Maybe bring my hand through here. Okay, got that. And we are going to push this other one down. Okay, sorry, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were looking at the side of my face. Okay, all right. Oh, let's see. You want to try to get that right now because we're going to do it. Okay, but you know what? We can always wrap and figure it out here in a minute. Nothing is too late unless it's too short or not enough material. So that's why we always put enough on there. So I'm going to do them pretty tight because I'm not going to do that many wraps. So there we go. And the reason why I'm doing them tight, because I want him to stay in place. I don't want him to be jogging all around, you know, the wreath and looking like he's drunk Frosty. Okay, so twisting a couple times. You know what? We'll just go for the 3 twist. Why not? All right, let's turn this guy over. Oh my gosh, I really like how that looks. I like his, let me make sure. Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, we're gonna turn him around and finish that part. Okay, so, did I only do one? Yep, I only did 1 thread. I was like, why do I only have 2 pieces that I'm twisting since I double it up on the sign? But I think the one on the hat is fine. Okay, I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm wrapping it around that bracket, and I actually twist that wire around the bracket so it's that extra extra security there. Twisting them again. Oh my goodness. Do you know what I just did? I twisted him untwisted. That's hilarious. I like literally untwisted it, and I thought I was twisting him, and I was telling you I was twisting him. Okay. Wire cutters. I felt like a surgeon just then when I said wire cutters, but I didn't have a surgery tech next to me. Okay. It's very hard to be funny if I don't have an audience laughing at me. Okay, so there we go. That is that part. Now we're going to have to figure out this wire up here on the top. So we are just going to bring this through. So you want to make sure everything's secure. Now this one we don't want to tie too tight because we don't want Frosty to look like he has a bent hat on, which would be what it would look like. So we just want to get him a secure looking hat because it was magic, you know, the hat was. So I'm not gonna tighten that too much until I see if I did it crazy. No, perfect. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, twisting until we get him tied. Trim off the extra, and we are gonna wrap it around the bracket. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, now time to fluff. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Oh my goodness. It is so, so cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. Okay, this is where, and I'm not gonna be crazy like I normally am and do like this crazy amount of fluffing, but I have to do some type of fluffing. I cannot just leave him unfluffed. I mean, how fair would that be to Frosty? Okay, hold on. And because it's wired ribbons, it like stays in place. So that's why if you're smashing it, it's going to stay smashed in place. And I'll tell you another thing too, because we're almost done with the video, that when you hand these to your customers and you ship them, because shipping is something that you got to get your cost under control with, but when you're shipping them, make sure that you explain to them that when they get their wreath, they need to fluff them. I was thinking about doing it, a video on my Facebook that shows what I mean by fluffing, because you don't want somebody to get their wreath and they're like, oh man, because I don't know if you've ever seen certain department stores, which I won't name names, but these department stores, they have the wreaths hanging up like in the aisles. I was looking at them the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, they're all smashed. You know, those would sell so much better if they had them fluffed. Like, why wouldn't they take the time to fluff them? But I'm sure they're putting out thousands of them. Get your little scrabblers. Okay, oh my goodness, he is so cute. Okay, I'm gonna show him to you. And then if you wanna go to my Facebook, it is Creative Bits of Chaos. Oh, I don't like that, hold on. Creative Bits of Chaos. And I will have him posted for sale on there. Oh my gosh. He's just so adorable. He's so cute. And a little sparkle there. Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh, he is just adorable. Adorable. So what I would also do too, I'll put it down so you can see the little hat. Do you see that little hat on there? It also has like a sprig of pine. So cute, I love it. And it's just a foam hat, but it is really cute. So what I would also do too, if you're gonna send this out to a customer, back on the back of this wreath right here, I attach my business card. And here is mine. So I just punch a little hole in there, attach it with a zip tie, and that way if they want another wreath in the future, they have your name and number. Just a nice reminder. And it's nice to be able to put your name on your creation. You know, you created this and you made it, so either you can enjoy it or the person that you made it for can enjoy it. And it's nice to let them know if they want anything more from you, from your lovely creations, that you will be able to help them and design it for them. And with their help, if that's, you know, if you like doing custom orders, and you can make them just the way they want them too. That's really fun too. All right, I am going to get under here again. So thank you guys for watching me. I know that was a really long video, but thank you for sticking with me if you did. And please like and subscribe to my video. I'll try to be putting out videos every week, most likely on the weekends, but I am, you know, not a seasoned wreath maker, so we can learn together as we go. I hope you enjoy my creations. I love doing this. So thank you guys so much, and see you next time. Bye.